Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best third/fourth tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with my second Holiday Cup team. And I started with team number 2, which was A Graveler, Altaria, and Trevenant. And through my first 5 matches, I saw Double Charm, which was Wigglytuff and A9 Tails in the back, and then some lead. And so having Altaria in the back did not work, so nope, I'm going to go anti-Double Charm team. So I started with Talonflame and Marowak in the back, Double Fire. And I started really well, 3-0 with that. And then I ran into a Unova Stunfisk, which absolutely walls this entire team. So I'm like, okay, that does not work. And then I remember someone in the chat on Friday said that they were running A Graveler, Talonflame, Froslass. So I'm like, yeah, Froslass has pretty nice coverage. They can deal with Unova Stunfisk. Plus it has just wider coverage on everything from Altaria to being able to throw the Shadow Ball in the mirror match. So I'm like, yeah, let's go for it. And it was a really, really strong team because each of these just has pretty much wide coverage in most of the meta. So I did really, really well with this team. So let's get into the battles here to showcase. Graveler against Altaria. So this is a decent lead. Although I did lose this lead today because they threw the Moonblast, which is one shot. So just keep that in mind. They come in here with a Lickitung. So I'm like, let's just nuke this because I don't know what else I can do here. So get the shield. At this point I come in here with Talonflame because I'm like, you know what? They can only throw body slams. They're not going to throw power whips here. And it's going to take 3. So get to the next move and I'm like, I can take a body slam, so I'll probably let this go. And I'm going to go for the Brave Bird because they're unlikely to double shield a Lickitung. So miss a few bubbles, which actually ends up costing me this because they now get to another move instead of me taking them out. But that's okay, because now I can come in with Graveler just to get a little more head on energy here. Because those Volt Switches is a nice chunk of move for just to take out that little bit there. And they now come in with Litleo, which is an interesting choice to come in with because you are fire and I'm going to throw a Stone Edge at you. So you're really double weak to rock here. Lands, one-shots. And now easy 2-shield alignment on the Altaria. Graveler against Lantern. Again, not a bad lead here. They come out with Wigglytuff, and I expect this to be a double charm team. So I'm going to come in with this. And let's just start ramping up here. I do get hit with an Ice Beam here, but I am able to take it out and come out with some energy, which is okay. I think with this team, I know it's double charm, and I know that I would have a way better matchup with the Talonflame on the A9 Tails. But you want to guarantee that you win that because Froslass is going to have a pretty okay matchup too. And you will just want to guarantee a switch alignment here. So getting that boosted Brave Bird off now puts us low enough that they're going to have to respect this Rock Blast. It's a bait. They have to respect the move. I do not want to get hit with the Hydro, so I'm going to shield this up. I expect A9 in the back, and Gravel has a pretty decent matchup with A9 too, right? Because I have the Rock Blast. Any Rock type move against A9 is going to do pretty well. So they let this go. There it is. There's your 10th double charm team I saw today. They got to shield this up because it's going to hurt a ton, and they do not know what I have in the back. So they shield this up. I can now come in with my Froslass. Froslass is going to severely outpace because they cannot throw weather balls at me. They need to throw a Dazzling Gleam. They're not going to outpace me. The Shadow Ball is going to almost one-shot for the win here. I think they survive with 1 HP. Get to a move. It could be Dazzling Gleam, so I'm just going to shield it up. It ends up being a bait weather ball. Okay. They do have back-to-back here, which is fine because their Lantern is at 0. So throw the move, and then we're just powder snowing down both of them. So Froslass able to take it in the mid game there, mid to end game there. Whimsicott. Whimsicott was tricky because I do not have a good lead on this. So I got 2 good answers. And out comes a Lapras. So at this point I'm like, okay, if I ramp up on the Lapras, I can win. I'm going to have to double shield the Surfs, but I can grab a shield and take switch, and I'll be 2 times ramped up and probably with energy coming out of this. So being 2 times ramped up on Talonflame, like I showed the other day, is just clutch, and it's going to be the same in a couple of these matches here. You just get ramped up here, and because it's a great league, everything's a lot glassier. So 2 times ramped up Talonflame is going to have a great time. I know I have a great time against the Whimsicott. I'm going to farm down, and they leave. So I think it's because they had something else weak in the back to it that they're just going to get walled. So easy win there. Nice lead here. And they come in with Lapras, and I'm like, Lapras is not a great answer to this because I have the Volt Switch and a Stone and a Rock type move. They let it go. I catch the Surf here, so that's good. And now I do my best to throw this matchup because I was like, okay, this thing is super low. I can just Avalanche to get this out of here. Turns out you cannot just Avalanche to get this out of here because it does almost nothing because it's resisted and Lapras is thick. So I get hit with another Surf. I'm like, I can survive another Surf and just Powder Snow down. So I try and Powder Snow down, and I'm like, oh no, I cannot Powder Snow down. I'm going to lose, and I lost. Okay, I just lost an easy win there. Okay, come back out here, throw the Volt Switch. Now here because your hard counter. So I was like, okay, let's throw this here. Try and get a shield or almost take it out. And out comes the Talonflame. I now have a good matchup here. And same thing as what we just saw in the last one. I'm going to shield the Shadow Bone because, again, like I said earlier, or previous videos, they're less likely to beat on the first. So I'm going to just ramp up here because if I can align with the Vigoroth with a multiple time ramped up Talonflame, I'm in a good position and they do not have any energy. So if I could, I'm 2 times ramped here and I'm going to have a move coming out of this. I will have to burn a shield, which is okay. Because I will have a shield coming out. I will have a 2 times ramped up plus a flame charge coming out of this. So hit the flame charge here. They do not sneak move in, which is great. This will now be 3 times ramped up. And I am going to hit with the body slam, but the body slam is not going to take me out. And as long as they do not overtap, I'm going to get to the 4th flame charge. And I do not overtap, get the flame charge. And this flame charge is the 4th time. So goodbye, Vigoroth. And that is the power of a ramped up Talonflame. Graveler against Froslass. Pretty good lead again. So unlike yesterday, or Friday I lost all the leads. And this one I'm winning all the leads. And this looks like a double counter team. And here we go. This is your hard punish because they cannot throw the body slams because that is resisted. So they can only throw the bulldoze, which is a non-stab move. So even though it's going to hit me for neutral, it's not going to do a ton. So now I can just Powder Snow down with ease, come out with energy. And I'm expecting it's going to be a double counter, so it's going to be an Obstagoon in the back, which my Talonflame should have no problem with that. So they come in here. I'm just going to nuke them with the Shadow Ball. Obviously, no point of baiting. They let it go, which is fine. There's your boom. Obstagoon comes in. I do not get to move. So I come in with Graveler here because I'm like, I need them to throw their energy. They're already at like a 5th, so I do not want to play that game with Talonflame. So come in here. Take that. Now Talonflame 2 versus 2 shields is probably in a good spot where I can just ramp up here. They do sneak in a couple counters here. Like they sneak in one here, even though I already thought it was a CMP, but okay. It was a delayed CMP. So flame charge there. They're going to get to another move here. I can survive 1. I should probably let the first one go in case they get the boost. But I can survive 1. Get to that and get another counter through here, which is now going to cause me a little bit of problems because they're going to get to another move here. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to shield and snipe with my Vigoroth, not Vigoroth, with my Graveler because I'd rather have a 4-turn move as opposed to a 5-turn move. So mirror match here. I get a delayed. This happened to me like 5 or 6 times today where I had that little delay there and they start ahead of me on energy. So they switch into a Wigglytuff, which again, I'm guessing this is going to be a double charm team because they were everywhere today. Except this one, I think I went a little faster so they don't even get a move off, which is great. They come in here, they're going to hit me with the move, which is fine. They're dumping all their energy and I have all my energy on mine. So no problem. Gonna get this. I'm just gonna go for the nuke right away here. start grabbing shields. They let it go, and now I can just volt switch down, and they quit because they are running double charm, and they're going to get shredded in the back. So rough lead here against Vigoroth. I'm going to switch out into Talonflame, and I'm met with the Lantern. So this is rough. I probably should have come in with Froslass because Froslass is a much better safe swap than Talonflame for this exact reason. Because I would have had multiple, even in like a bad matchup, you can still throw Shadow Balls probably to do well. So now they're going to be loaded with energy. They're going to hit me here to take me out. And then I'm going to come in with my Graveler, but now they're going to probably have a Hydro too to take me out. So I got to shield this. So I go down to shield, and I lost switch. So not good. But I am loaded with energy, so that's the only positive. So I'm going to bait the Rock Blast. And if I remember, they do call. So I'm like, okay, let's go Froslass. And they got their own Froslass. So you do not want to go into a mirror match down a shield when you both have nukes that can one-shot. I do successfully bait here. I call the Shadow Ball. I bait again. And then they get to a move. But then I'm able to take it out with the Graveler. I'm pretty sure I lost this matchup because just bad alignment. Like, again, if I came with Froslass, I would have had a such easier matchup here. So that was my mistake. If you're using this team, use Froslass as your safe swap. Double bait, still not able to get to the move. I tried to get to just to do some chip damage to maybe I can volt switch down, but they hit me before I can get them out. I do not want to take a Shadow Ball, so I overfarm like an idiot. I had a move, hit with an Avalanche, and this game is over. I do just go for the nuke, and they caught it on their Vigoroth, so that's going to one-shot the Vigoroth, so that will boom, I guess, but this matchup is over. So a lot of bad plays there on my part. So Graveler against Dugong, decent win here. Again, these icy winds are starting to chunk, and they're going to build up to the Water Pulse because they're going to at least fake it, and I've got to respect the Water Pulse. They do shield it up. I expect them to because they're weak to rock. They were one short of the Water Pulse, so I don't know many counts, but I know this one because I've used Dugong before, so that's just an icy wind. Out comes the Greedent. Get up there, catch on this. Again, Body Slam's still going to do chip damage, but I didn't want to come in with the Froslass because I don't want to have to worry about the crunch. So I'm going to get hit with another Body Slam because Greedent is spammy. They're down one shield, so I just go for the Brave Bird. Yep, because they're down one shield. What are the odds that they shield the Greedent with their last one? Not very likely. Hit that, take it out. Don't worry about this. 2 shield Froslass and Graveler are more than enough for me. I'm going to come in here, get a little more energy. I'm loaded with energy here for whatever comes in. It's a victory bell. So this will grab a shield or nuke it. It almost takes him out. Quick with the Froslass snipe. And I've got a shield advantage on Dugong. So that is an easy win there. Sableye on the lead, which is like tricky, right? I haven't used the Sableye yet. It was on one of my teams to use. I mean, with double charm everywhere, it's a little tougher to use, but on the lead, it's not bad because it's going to force opponents to deal with these foul plays that come hard. I bait, they call it. I'm going to get to another move, so I'm going to either grab shield or switch. I think they're going to let me grab switch and farm down here. So I got to come Talonflame and just try to incinerate down. I do sneak that one in there, which is huge because now they're only going to land. The only one move can come through because that's going to register and take them out. So that's great. Some energy went down there. And they come out with the Golbat. So they only have one shield left. So let's grab it or let's take this out. They let it go. So here comes the snipe. And I cannot snipe, but it's a Marowak. So that's a little tricky. Luckily, I had a bit of an energy advantage. And this is right. Like, this is a terrible matchup. But I have a nuke that I can throw at this. And a little bit of an energy advantage. I charge super fast. They get to the move at the same time as me. I'm at the move, so I probably just shield. Yep, even if it's a Bone Club, I shield because I'm at the move. This is going to one-shot, and then I'm easy Powder Snow down there. So Froslass, like, I don't even know. I still need to debate who I'm going to put in my thumbnail because it could be Talonflame, which I just did for Ultra League, to deal with the Charmers, or it could be Froslass because Froslass is just like a wide coverage safe swap. So Charmer on the lead this time. Am I going to bait or am I just going to go for the nuke? Yeah, let's just get this out of here because worst case scenario, they shield. And then I have a Talonflame to deal with this. They do not shield. They come in with Sand Slash. I was really, really slow because I have something that's 2 times effective because it's ice and steel, so I can just shred this. So I don't know why it took so long. I could just go down to Incinerate here. I'm going to shield it. Again, they wouldn't have got that second one off if I was much quicker on the draw there, but I'm loaded with energy for a Dugong that comes in. So go for the Flame Charge. Just trying to ramp up because I'm almost at a second, and these are going to start adding up here. So I get to the second here, and they shield. And these Icy Winds are not doing a ton yet. I'm close to a move, so I could shield and just go for the like a Brave Bird to grab a shield or take this out. Or to Flame Charge because it's low enough now because I'm already 2 times ramped, right? So this is why I love ramping up with Talonflame. This will be the third one, so that takes it out. And now I'm going to chip Dugong once. And even though they have a shield, I'm going to grab a shield here. Even the Volt Switches are going to take it super low, right? So I'm just going to stay in here and Volt Switch. Maybe I can get to a move. I do get to the move just as they take me out, but it is now low enough. I'm up. I am an Ice-type Pokemon, so these Icy Winds aren't going to do anything. So they're going to need to throw Water Pulses. Even the Water Pulse isn't really going to do much, so able to take it out before they even get to it. And that was a 5-0, and that was a Menfu. I know, people already told me that they nerfed it back to the last season. But yeah, I am just like, I think I'm like 2 for 30, maybe 2 for 30 something now for legendaries in my last ones. It's so disappointing. Anyways, that is a team. It beats the double charm team, beats double counter team. So wide coverage. All these Pokemon have a lot of play against a lot of Pokemon in this meta. So strong team to use. Definitely recommend. I've got a few more teams coming. Obviously, I'm filming this on Friday night, so I haven't used the other teams yet. But I've got a couple teams I want to try out, and if those work, I will. Well, one of the teams are going to work. I'm going to switch up until it works, so I will showcase that on Monday or Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday. I definitely forgot to hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe if you're new, comment, all that for the algorithm. Appreciate it if you do that. Got to remember that at the beginning and not the end. And now I'm rambling. So that is it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.